Greetings my people, Lynette Solar Travels. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. A passionate farmer, poultry farmer, poultry keeper, a successful poultry farmer is here to share with you some important messages today. And today the main discussion is we're gonna share about this poultry farming thing, which has been I've been very passionate about. This channel, it's all about educating people, mostly beginners or those who are not successful in whatever they've started. Maybe that is where they made a mistake. In today's main discussion, guys, it's to at least to share with you why you should not take a loan to start this kind of business, right? So let me just open my door. Yeah, why someone should not take a loan to start this poultry business, guys. It is always very important, very key to have information all the time. Knowledge is power. Be informed is always the best thing. So before you start this type of business, guys, don't try to take a loan to start poultry farming. If at all you are doing it for the first time, if at all you are doing this for the first time, don't try to take a loan to start this type of business. I'm just going to share with you the risk of taking a loan to start this type of business. Taking a loan to start this, there are very many businesses around, but we are going to discuss about poultry farming. That is where we are. That is the area we are interested in. So it can be very risky because of the how the market is. Let me just key out the point first before we get deep into that. Market fluctuation, guys, it is always unpredictable. Poultry prices can significantly fluctuate depending on the season. You see, this is new here, 2025. The demand, the diseases outbreak, making it difficult to predict consistent income to cover the loan repayment. You get that? Yeah, market fluctuations. You never know what will happen in the course of this month of February, March, April. So if you start taking a loan to start this type of business, no, it is not advisable. Another one is high initial cost. High initial cost. Because in this type of farming, it requires substantial upfront investment, infrastructure. Chicks, feeds, and equipment. You get those? Infrastructure, chicks, feeds, and equipment, which could be quickly drained your initial capital. Yeah, leaving you vulnerable. If your business doesn't generate income fast enough, you're gonna be in a mess, right? So guys, it is always very important to note this. Another one that will really affect if you take a loan to start this business. There might be diseases in that farm. God forbid, we are not praying for that. Diseases risk we should put into consideration. Yeah. In poultry, we have various diseases that can rapidly spread through a flock. They spread like a bushfire. Yeah, leading to a significant loss and impact in your ability to repay the loan. Let's say there is an outbreak of coccidiosis, guys. Coccidiosis is another worse disease, that infection that is, if it affects your farm, you will lose all your flock. More so if you realize it late, if it is already there. That's why I was discussing about, in my previous video, I was discussing about how to do prevention measures. Prevention measures to put in place before you let your birds out or at a tender stage. You have to be preventive. Yeah, that's those drugs that you have to give to prevent any infection that might come into the farm. Yeah. And another important one is competition. Competition in the market, guys. Outside here, there are millions of people keeping chickens. There are millions of people doing poultry farming. Yeah. So competition is always there. Poultry market is often competitive with established players which are well known. You might be just a small fish in the lake. If you start that way with taking a loan, you are risking. Which this one can make it difficult for a new beginner. Yeah, competition is always there. So if you tend to take a loan to start this type of business, oh no, I will not advise you. And what should you do instead? What should you do instead if you don't have that big capital to start this type of business? Just start small. I always advise my subscribers wherever they are and they're interested to start this poultry farming, guys. Just start small. Begin with a small flock using your own savings to minimize risk. And again, experience before scaling up. Just use what you have. Let's say you have 20,000. 20,000, you can go for like 30 chicks. You can decide to do brooding. You go for 1 day old, which I wouldn't encourage, because at that tender age, they are very, very vulnerable. They need to be taken care of. If you don't have experience, you won't make it. I would advise someone to go for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And again, for a beginner, it is not advisable to go for, if you want to keep layers, egg laying point, no. You don't know. Maybe you are not conversant with the supplier, so you are not sure whether vaccination was done at the right stages or it was kept, so you will end up messing up with your layers. So you rather go for, if you're smart, you can do brooding, the better, because it is profitable. Yeah, it is. Or you can go for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and 4 weeks. I will advise that. Another one, if you don't have a loan, seek for grants and subsidies. It is important. It will give you peace of mind. Yeah. You can access programs, government programs or agricultural grants that may provide financial assistance for starting poultry farming, depending where the farm is. That area you will get agricultural programs, yeah, government programs, or visit any agricultural office, share with them, I want to do ABCD blah blah blah, I don't have capital. They will see how to go about it and they will support you. Yeah, financial assistance for starting this poultry farm. And another one, if you don't have that capital to start, please look for partnership. Maybe you have a best friend who has the same passion like you, go for partnership. I will advise you too, but just make sure he or she is someone who is understanding, so close to you that might not embarrass you in one way or the other. If the business succeeds, all benefits. If it doesn't, God forbid, you look for alternative B. Yeah, so that is what I will advise. And again, if you have a good family, let's say you have your parents can support you to do this. They are the people that can give you a loan without embarrassing you. Yeah, if let's say there is a risk in your farm, maybe there is a disease outbreak, they will understand you because they are there with you. They won't embarrass you. Pay back the loan we gave you. So it is always very important, guys, to make sure before you start this type of farming, just make sure you don't take a loan to start with. You can take a loan to boost it after gaining that experience, so you will understand every steps in this poultry farming thing. It is always very important. So that one was the main discussion of today. I wanted everyone to understand before starting this. For beginners, guys, please, if you are watching this for the first time, subscribe to the YouTube channel Lynette Solar Travels, a passionate farmer, poultry farmer. You get more educative information, and that is the agenda of this channel. For someone who is struggling anywhere, kindly tune in, click that notification bell. Any upload, you're the first to get and to watch it. So let's walk into the farm and see how our birds are feeding today, and check on our layers, how they are doing. So far so good. I have 120 layers giving me eggs on a daily basis. Start small, and the target for the end of the year is to have 500 layers. Guys, having experience, it's always the best thing in this type of business. So let's go and check out their feeding. Yes, let's walk towards where our birds are feeding. They've just been let outside. Now we've just done preventive measures, giving them antibiotic just to prevent them from getting any infection. That is amprolium, what we discussed yesterday. In our video of yesterday, we discussed how to do preventive measures and see how they are enjoying their meals. They are safe outside in the house. You can see it's very clean. There is fresh sawdust, and they are now enjoying their meal. Even me, wherever I am, I feel safe because I know now anything cannot happen to them. Because the moment we let them at free range rearing, guys, it's tricky and it is the best. For me, I always love free range environment. Makes them look natural. They eat natural things. They behave naturally. And in this environment, in this compound, they can't go outside the compound because it is well fenced, well bushed. Security is tight here. They will just roam around the compound, and anyone accessing this compound must disinfect here. This is where we disinfect before getting in, because we don't know what might happen. Here is my visitor again. Yeah, we are still having a visitor around. We have milk. We are sharing milk with him. It looks very beautiful. Yeah. Very healthy, guys. He's very healthy. Okay, let's go and check on how our layers are doing. See the progress being away. In layers, we have some at free range. Here you can see them. Some are in the cage giving us eggs on a daily basis. And here they are really enjoying their meals. Free range rearing, guys. It makes them grow so fast, and becomes very active, very active. Okay, let's get in the cage and see that it's eating time. And before we give them in, we always clean their dish, their feeder. You can see where we always place the food. We always disinfect and clean every time. This is what we do 3 times in a day. In the morning before giving them food, Afternoon, when they are taking lunch, make sure it is clean, and in the evening again. You do it 3 times. So hygiene is very important, very key point in poultry farming, guys. If you can't maintain this hygiene, you will end up losing your birds, not knowing how. So it is always very important to do this. Maintain hygiene. The environment should be as comfortable as possible. Even you, human being, if you get into that poultry house, you feel comfortable. If you can stay in that house for more than 30 minutes, then it is a conducive environment. It is a place good for their health. But if you can't stay there for 5 minutes, the droppings are smelling all over. You see the feeds, the feeders are not cleaned. You might end up losing your birds if you don't keep hygiene a priority. After cleaning, they know what is gonna happen next. It's time for their feeds. They're gonna enjoy their meals now. Everyone is waiting to take that food. There is our monster eggs, pig eggs, they eat the glass eggs. And it is always very easy to clean where they are. If they are in a cage, guys, we spread, you see the polythene bag down there, that is what we remove on a daily basis. We clean it, we clean that place, we return it back, so the room cannot smell. Cages are the best. Saves food, saves water, there is no much wastage. Everyone gets the same portion. So cages has a lot of advantages, guys. If you want to start this type of farm or layers, you might decide you can put them at free range or you bring them in a cage. Cage has a lot of advantage. Minimize wastage of feed, wastage of water. When it is time to dispense or administrate the drugs, it is evenly distributed because it goes around this pipe where the water follows. They drink it, all of them, same portion, same ratio. And again, this type of cage, it will protect your egg. The moment the egg is laid, that is how it rolls and gets in that position where it's supposed to be. So let them enjoy. And I advise my fellow, whenever you're giving them food, just stay there for around 10-15 minutes. Watch if everyone is eating. If everyone is okay, this is the time you can tell. So consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. My subscribers, thank you so much for your love and support. I won't take it for granted. And I appreciate every step we move. We are moving forward together. I don't want anyone to be left aside without knowledge. Let's move together. And thank you so much for everything, for watching my videos every now and again. I appreciate. Thank you so much.